go ahead and head to the ring right now. First, accompanied to the ring by banging Jake Wiley. He is all that Braden Elliott.
This is one rad, bad little dude here. I like Braden Elliott.
There you go. His opponent. He is the side show psycho, Malaki Gage. What a match this is going to be, man. I'm excited.
Absolutely. You know, these two are going to leave nothing left on the table, nothing left in the tank. This victory means something personally to these two guys. It's not just another match here on a Wednesday. This is history right here.
There you go. The winner goes on to face Gregory next Wednesday night. This is there's a lot on the line, and there you go. The strategist Jake Wiley giving Braden Elliott a few tips right before he goes to start this fight.
Yeah, these guys aren't going in without playing from the book. These two are well-conditioned athletes who tag wrestle all the time. Jake Wiley's a great guy to have on the outside.
A little bigger, a little heavier. Is Malaki Gage able to back him into the corner? I would argue that from a leverage standpoint, Braden Elliott's going to have the advantage, though. He's quick. He knows how to get a much larger opponent down to the ground.
Absolutely. We've seen Braden Elliott jack up two men at the same time. He's a powerful dude, and Malaki Gage has his work cut out for him here tonight.
Both men sort of not getting in a hurry. Nobody wants to make a mistake. I would argue that in all of Imagine Wrestling, there are no two guys that know each other better than the two of these guys.
Absolutely not. These are two top-tier performers here in Imagine Wrestling.
Covering up.
Not giving each other an inch. A clean break. How about that?
I like it. I like it. And we've not often seen that between these two. There's been a change. There's been a shift with Malaki Gage. He's trying to be a better person.
Just feels
at the same time, no violence.
It feels more like a competition and less animosity between these two. Like I said, this victory means something to both of these men, with Jake Wiley on the outside and just Braden Elliott's just work ethic. I would put the advantage on Braden Elliott, in my humble opinion.
I think that it's difficult to say. It's really difficult to say. In a lot of ways, they're very evenly matched. They both started training relatively the same time, so they have the same level of experience. At this point, I'd say maybe Braden Elliott has the advantage on number of matches wrestled. Braden's been traveling a lot as part of the Rad Boys. But on the other end of this, I'd say at this point now, Malaki Gage certainly has a greater number of singles matches in his career than Braden Elliott.
Yeah, and it's not that he's not savvy there, coming out of the full-arm dragon twister with an ankle pick into that side headlock on the ground. Good wrestling from Malaki Gage.
As to be expected, both these guys have spent a lot of time on the mat here at the Imagine Dojo, going for that European we've seen him hit. Not able to catch it, though. Braden out of the way and snags his own side headlock.
That's the specialty of Braden Elliott's, that side headlock.
Something we talked about in this building from day one. If you can control the head, you can control the man. You can control your own fate as far as winning. Both guys going for arm drags, double countered. Catches the boot, spins him around. Back into that headlock, again controlling the head. And what a dynamic start to this match.
Beautiful, beautiful wrestling.
Caught him with a side suplex. Braden like
doesn't let go. He doesn't let go. He keeps his grip.
Man, oh man, he worked through that pain and managed to hold on like a pit bull. A lot of fight in this Braden Elliott.
Yeah, still early in this contest, he was able to hang that headlock on. That's something later in this match. I don't know if he'd be able to pull that off. We're still pretty fresh here, though. Oh, Malaki Gage beats him up, comes up with a headlock of his own.
How about that? That's a surprising bit of situation. And again, the tenacity of now Malaki Gage holding on to the headlock.
Super aggressive.
And he is trying to cauliflower those ears, grinding the hard, bony part of the forearm against his left ear.
These men not giving each other an inch out here. It's getting slowly a little more aggressive here. Oh, leapfrog almost went bad.
Oh,
shotgun drop kick.
Knocked him clear to the floor, and he hits hard on the outside. Good grief. Out to check on him. Looks like he's able to continue.
Once again, great officiating by Mike Zeke out there checking on his man.
And here's one thing, it's sort of different than we would have saw before. Malaki Gage, oh, up and over,
lands on
Dive
his
to the
feet.
floor. Look at the balance like a cat.
Braden Elliott lands on his feet out of the pescado. Beautifully done.
I also like pasta. Up and over, Eddie Guerrero style. Beautifully done.
Beautiful up and over with the senton, the flip senton splash over the ropes, like you said, Eddie Guerrero style. Braden Elliott, a real student of the game.
Absolutely. A lot of time in front of the monitor trying to improve his game. Tape study in this game is super important. And now back to a neutral base with that headlock. And now he's trying to grind and cut off the oxygen flow to Malaki Gage's brain.
And you can read the expression on Malachi's face. He knows he's in trouble. He needs to find a way out of this.
Little subtle earlier. I don't know if you saw it. Malaki Gage on the floor earlier. Had the mallet, crawled past the mallet. Once upon a time, he would have been grabbing that thing, trying to use it. And that's just a little subtle nod to the difference of Malaki Gage today as opposed to a year ago.
Absolutely. A completely different performer now. And I'll say it right now, a quality contender for my heavyweight title here is Malaki Gage.
Absolutely.
I get a front row seat to watch him compete here every Wednesday, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed with both of these men.
There's no doubt in my mind at some point Malaki Gage will be the heavyweight champion. The question becomes, will that day be February 11th or sometime in the distant future?
Malaki Gage is a second-generation performer, and that's not something you get every day here in independent wrestling.
Absolutely not.
Beautifully tornado, headlock, takeover, innovative lucha libre style wrestling now from Braden Elliott.
Not to mention, how often do you see a second-generation wrestler that's this good on the independents?
Never, never. You never do. They're usually there just because they're a second-generation wrestler. Not the case with Malaki Gage.
No, phenomenal fighter. Just like Braden Elliott, these two guys are as good as it gets on the independents right now.
Absolutely. I would say Malaki Gage is one of the most well-rounded, aggressive fighters on the circuit.
And you can see now, this thing is starting to pick up a little bit in intensity.
Absolutely.
Both guys trying to outclass each other on the ground, and now Braden Elliott has picked up, the intensity and the aggressiveness.
Huge vertical leap on that elbow drop, almost the equivalent of coming off the top rope there. He jumped so high. Beautifully done.
I'm not downplaying the importance of this match to Malaki Gage, but I can tell you this much. This match means a lot to Braden Elliott.
It really does. Braden Elliott's got a lot of pride and a lot of not animosity. He just sees competition for what it is, and that's not a bad trait for a wrestler to have, but I hope he doesn't let it get the better of him here.
The funny thing is, we heard Malaki Gage talking about it earlier. Braden Elliott's never been able to pin Malaki Gage. In all of their matches, I don't know how many there's been, he's never been able to get a clean, decisive pinfall victory over him. And it's such an anomaly, because if you ask me on paper, Braden Elliott's every bit as good as Malaki Gage. I mean, every bit as good. And it's just one of those weird anomalies in wrestling that it's just hard to put your finger on why. For a while, I would have said it's all the dirty tactics. Now they're on an even playing field, and I think we're going to find out tonight.
We are going to find out tonight. Malaki Gage dropped with a hard shot right to the bridge of the nose.
And he is checking that nose and checking his mouth. Could be trouble. Oh!
Beautifully
caught him right
done.
under the ribs.
Braden Elliott walking the first rope coming off of that elbow drop. Very innovative wrestling from Braden Elliott here. Almost
Still
a
not able
lucha
to
libre
get,
style.
Still not able to get the win here, man. I'll tell you what. Malaki Gage looks like he's in trouble. That elbow drop was hard on the bottom of the ribs. Quite a impactful point to catch him. Trying to grind him down in the ground. You look at how the point of that elbow now is right in the back of the shoulder there. Now he's trying to pull that shoulder joint out.
Trying to injure that rotator cuff, trying to end this man's night, make him say, I quit, before something bad happens and he suffers an injury.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, torquing a huge hammer lock. That's disgusting.
I'll tell you what, that elbow drop, I think, really drew him in earlier. did Malaki Gage. If he doesn't find a way to rally and rally soon, I think Braden Elliott might finally get that goose egg off the board.
Yeah, that elbow drop came in low around the abdominal right as Malaki Gage was exhaling. I mean, that's the worst way to get hit in the stomach.
Good strategy, though, by Braden Elliott. You got to find a way to win, that's for sure. Ducks the line. Caught him with that back elbow.
And he got all of it.
Right on the side of the jaw. And he's starting to build some momentum now. Is Braden Elliott. I tell you what, I think Malaki Gage is hurt here. He doesn't seem to have a ton of momentum behind that stuff. Got him hard with that clothesline, but I've definitely seen him nail it hard. Harder.
He's still grabbing at that stomach. He know he's hurt.
I know he's on top of it, but I'll tell you what, I think even at this point, the advantage is with Braden Elliott. We might finally see that goose egg come off the board tonight.
And then choosing a move like a vertical suplex there, it takes a certain amount of abdominal strain to get your man up. Malaki Gage, if he did suffer that bad shot to the abdominal muscle, it's certainly coming into play.
This could be trouble.
Oshigoroshi.
Oh!
Right on the back of the head. Look, just starched him. Malaki Gage.
Can he get there quickly for the cover? Whoa, I think he was out of it there for a second. You saw him sort of open his eyes and shake his head at the last second. Malaki Gage was in deep, deep trouble there, in some deep, deep water.
If Braden Elliott was able to get over and pin his man just a second sooner there, that very well may have been it. I think he's heading up to the high rent district here.
Braden Elliott's been in control for a long, long time here.
Malaki Gage slowly making it to his feet.
Let's see what's going to happen here. Beats him on the ropes. He rolls through.
Super leapfrog.
Oh my God, what a double clothesline. Both men had the same idea, and that was devastating.
Turns him inside out.
Good grief. What the hell? Come on.
Come on.
Come on, this jerk. What is wrong with this guy? What? Here comes Coleman. Holy hell, can you believe it? A fired up Lucio has taken out.
I'm the undefeated legend. I should be the next Imagine Live champion. Where's my chance? I'm the one that deserves it. I'm tired of this conspiracy. Undefeated legend.
Uh-oh. Lucio DeVere outnumbered here.
His mouth finally stopped running there. Big shot from Jake. One from Braden. One from Malaki. And a home run shot from Coleman. Levels Lucio DeVere.
Huge left hand.
Oh my God, is he setting him up for Murder Ride? Coleman picks him up. Might be that Davey Boy style slam.
We've seen this before.
Oh my God, what a nightmare for Lucio DeVere. He should have stayed at home. Sets him up.
He's about to take the physical challenge.
Oh, there it
Double
comes.
dare coming up.
Oh, they got all that one.
I'm never one to miss a party, Ken. I'm Kato. Sorry, I'm gonna join this thing. I'll be back.
Here comes Jimmy. What's he going for? Oh my God, Lucio, you should have stayed at home, pal. The champ's on the top rope. Oh, he caught him.